goodness in your life, from morning till night. Tell them that we live, yeah, 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 me I go show them what I'ma do. Twitch and YouTube, Biscuit Tech brand new, Jay on come true. Go tell them that we live, yeah we live again. Oh, tell all my friends, yeah we live again. Stay on live again.
Boop, 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 boop. I don't even know if we live on TikTok. Are we? I wonder, boy. Is TikTok working? Good night, good night, good night, good night. Big up Giovanni. Boop, 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 boop. Good night, Brett. Boop, 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 boop. Good night. Boop, 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 boop. What's the vibes? We live, we live, we live. I kind of want to see if TikTok is working. I'm not really sure. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. It's not over. All right. Good night. Good night. Everything should be good. I've checked my hairline right now. What's my hairline now, boy? Hey, I need a little mark in my life, boy. Ja! Ja, father. Hold on, let me just check if TikTok is working or not. Because I don't want it to be, you know, just there. Just in case. I'm not even sure how you just check to see if you're live on TikTok. What's he seeing? What's he seeing? What's he seeing? Brett, what's going on? Giovanni, what's going on? Yeah, we're live on TikTok as well. Yeah, we see Donny. I don't even see any chat. I don't know why. I don't know why TikTok chat is not on. Donny, big up. We see vibes, bro. I don't know why TikTok chat not on this multi-chat thing. Why? Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. TikTok. Donny, long time no see. Where's the vibes? It's nice to be back on another stream. I feel like every time we stream, it's been a whole other month. I'm always happy to stream. I'm always happy to share with. I can't answer this call. I can't answer this call right now. Sorry. Crixie, was he seeing, boy? Last time I see Crixie. Last time I see Crixie was when, boy? Crixie, was the vibes? Real walk these days? Did you get through? I think last time you was soaking. I don't think it was working, right? I can't remember, horse. I should try my best to remember. Like everybody. As much as possible. Like last time we talked, I feel like, yeah, you was selling, man, you know, you had a lot going on and thing. I hope work treating you well. Just remember that work does go on without you. Don't overslave yourself. Sometimes slaving is a part of the sacrifice, you know, you had to put a little sacrifice in. You kind of have to sometimes do things that you don't want to do, things you're uncomfortable with. Sometimes life forces us to do things that we don't necessarily want to do. Can't always do what we want to do. Part of the sacrifice of that is so that we could get to do what we exactly want to do. Underground, real. Crixie, was the latest, boy? Crixie, I didn't even get a picture of that day was. I didn't even get a picture. That day was so, the underground was real hot. I didn't even get a picture of that day, boy. You know? Yeah, bro, work his vibes. Just can't complain right now. I understand, boy. Like honestly, I glad you can't complain. Because when I think about work, and anytime I hear people on work, they always have something to complain about. But it's good that you obviously you have things that you'll be concerned about, but don't let it beat you up mentally. Work will always be work. But just as you remember where's your dreams, I always believe that your work should be feeding you towards your dreams. It should be helping you accomplish exactly what you want. Sometimes some people don't have a choice. Work just gives them to get by the day. You don't always have the choice. But at least to me, I think, we have to find some very small way to really enjoy what we're doing. Because if you do find a small way, you'll go crazy. I think genuinely you'll go crazy. You inspire me to join. Dog, I inspire you to join gym, and I haven't been in gym in maybe a month now. Gym's so expensive, us. I've been running. Let me not say I've been running. I went my first run yesterday. My first run was Bamboo Cathedral. Stinking men like Trent, boy. You see men like Trent? Don't worry. We have a skit. I do a skit recently and I mentioned Trent's stinking ways. Don't worry, I have it coming for you. But I went Bamboo Cathedral yesterday. It was very spontaneous. I have very spontaneous friends, by the way. When he got, so as after church, he called me. He's like, what we gonna do? I said, dog, I not going on no hill today. I'm not going on no hill. I know he was coming with the hill talk, I know he was coming. He come, boy, I feeling to go a little Bamboo Cathedral. Broski, like, so we end up going. It was supposed to be more of us, but we had some old dog friends. Not calling no names, but we had some old dog friends. They didn't make it, so it's just me and Trent. All of I supposed to be going. I supposed to be going on a little run with my little wifey. I gonna run a Trent. I gonna run with my wifey. I gonna run a Trent. Boy, don't be easy out here, boy. Don't be easy. Rambo rip chest now. Honestly, every time I go and run a Trent, I'll be so humble, because we start running, I say like, oh yes, let's not feeling too bad, boy. You know what I mean? You're going in, and Trent's still going on. You're like, in your mind, you're like, this man ain't gonna slow down, boy. You know, go and slow down, boy. Like I'm gonna catch myself now. You're breathing. You're like, oh God. But I'm trying to tug it out now, boy. I'm trying to tug it out. One of these good days, I go fall on while I'm running, and I go be Trent fault. It go be Trent fault. I go fall long while I'm running, and it will be Trent fault. It will be Trent fault when I'm running and I fall down. Because I know I will lose my breath eventually. Shawnee, good night, big up. Big up, big up, big up, big up. For those who don't know Trent, he's a professional football, real Trent. All I don't find Trent look like Ulysses. Trent, send my picture yourself there. I didn't see it the other day till Mansky really do a comparison. He was like, damn, Trent really does look like Ulysses. He does look like Ulysses. It's I can't unsee it now. We need to run more fight. Brother, I don't know if I can run a 5K yet. But what I will be doing is practicing for a 5K. I'm not going no 5K because I have a lot of runner friends, and I don't want to go on no 5K and be humble. It's a man lap here. Trent do me that already. That time we went for a run. Trent go and finish the run. Come back, meet me, and finish the run with me. That is embarrassment thing. I should be running with flash and thing. That not making no sense. I want to run with people who could run at a normal speed. We can catch the fresh air, talk about life. No, them men want to be Usain Bolt and say, nah, brother, nah, I not doing nothing else. I'm not doing nothing else. So me personally, so I stay in humble. Yeah, I think Crixie, you should do a balance. So honestly, bro, I don't find it makes sense bulking if you do have the stamina to go with. Because I feel like a lot of people bulking and actually have zero stamina. Zero. And like to me, at least to me, I don't find that makes sense. So I feel like you should just try to balance. Um, that's what I would suggest. I think having a balance would be real nice. If honestly was gym being $400 a month, yeah boy. I ain't too sure about that, only, boy. Right now, yeah, I ain't too sure about that. But yeah, I think having a healthy balance between bulking and also like just going runs, just stamina, like increasing the stamina. I think is a healthy balance, you know. Last time an old man passed me and talking about Red Woman is he TV shot. Dog, it will always have some old people in them running them that will humble you. I think one of the biggest problems I have in my current life is my diet. My diet is my one of my biggest weaknesses when it comes to just anything in balance. I think in work-life balance, in going to gym, etc. etc. I think one of the biggest problems is in my commitment to my diet. So recently, my sleep schedule has been very poor. Um, and I'm trying to fix that. Because I think anybody who know me know my sleep schedule over the years have been very well. I have had a really healthy sleep schedule since I've been like working 9 to 5 and so like I've had a healthy sleep schedule. And I think now is messed up us. Like I've been so like most times like I go to sleep till like maybe about 12, 1. I tend to wake up like 8, 9. And every time I wake up, like let's say if I wake up 8 o'clock, I feel so behind on my day. Because I rush in to eat. I don't go on bed and already start. Remember, everybody get a head start in the morning. So I had a deal like I will have clients who might message me on a morning inquiring about something. It may not actually be work, but it's like inquiring about something, or I might have somebody like friends. You never know, a friend I want to reach back out to. I respond, and it's just so much things to catch up with when the morning starts, and then it just feels like a rushing. So now, well, obviously, prayers, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, my morning routine has so much to go with it. My morning routine is so much, and I feel like because I start my day late, it's like I'm trying to catch back up with the day. But I also trying to speed through my morning routine, which I don't like to do. So I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule also. Like, that's my biggest weakness right now. That's on my diet. Sometimes I just skip breakfast because I start my day so late. I tell myself I can't do breakfast because I need to really catch back up. You understand? So you look familiar. You seen my freshman boy. What's going on? Pick up yourself. Nene. That name sounds so familiar. I can't remember who this is. You gotta remind me who Nene is. Nene, good night. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Nene though. Nene. Who's Nene? Trying to remember. Ashley, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. Good night. Boop, 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 boop. It's been a while. It's been a while. Thank you for being here. Yeah, only like I don't know. Honestly, like I have so much to tell Ollie about. Life is so I like so I went to church. I visited church this Sunday, and it was a real nice experience. And I feel like was I want to share a bit of what I learned. Not going to go into scripture and all them kind of different things, but I'm gonna share like what I learned. I think one of the things I grasped from church this Sunday was is all they have a little bit of faith in the things all they want to do. I know all they had dreams. I don't know specifically what all their dreams is. I know freshman is a car man. He love cars. He wants to get into the whole that whole scene. Actually, I'm not too sure what is your dream. Giovanni, I know your dream more in the creative aspect. Trent, no, I actually don't know what is your dreams. I know you like to do certain things, but I actually don't know what is your dream. But what I would tell all of us is that oftentimes when you think about dreams in this current situation that we have of life, I think we keep telling ourselves we can't really achieve our dream right now because our dream might be so big, it might be so huge, and it we may think to ourselves it requires so much that we don't even try. We say, you know what, I'll do it later, or I'll just there will be a better time to do this. What I want to tell all is that I think in whatever dream you all have, you should make an honest commitment to it. A big commitment to it. And when I mean a big in your capacity. I can't expect you to spend all night chasing your dream and I work tomorrow, right? Because you still have life, right? But what I want to tell all is that sometimes we tell ourselves we can't make time for the things that we actually want. When the truth is, 15, 30 minutes every day in your dream can carry you so far. It could carry you so far, so far. And oftentimes I will kind of forget that. I kind of forget that with my dream. I may not be able to make streaming all the time. That's not something I feel like I could always do. But I always have to remind myself that this is something, it's part of my dreams. You understand? So I tell myself, how could I make time for this? It may not be every day, but I always want people to have access to me. The point of streaming is to be vulnerable. I try as best to be vulnerable with you guys because I'm giving you all direct access to me through this platform. So, like like this is me, and I want to be able to keep pursuing this. Our reality of it is I have so many dreams, so many things that I want to accomplish. And one of my hardest things is that I try to accomplish every single one of them. It's like a pro and it's also a con because reality that I make progress on everything. But the con is one particular dream may not be in the level I want it exactly to be. So it's like a stepping stone with each one. Like this one, I'm building a little bit, that one, I'm building a little bit, that one, I'm building a little bit, that one, I'm building a bit. As you could see that in the result of my businesses. My businesses are my dream. None of the businesses that I got into is things that I don't want to do. I did it because I believe that this is a part of my dream and my business could support that and I can make an income off of my dreams. So my dream is to have a business that can allow people to work comfortably, get good treatment, have opportunities to the youths, and to help our community and the people of my country. I want to help out ones that need it the most. Build a family is my dream. Those are very nice dreams. I would say I agree with both of you. One of the reasons why I started my business endeavor was because I felt limited in being able to give people opportunity. I felt limited in being able to support my people. And what I mean by that, I mean like because when you work a 9 to 5, you have to really stay to their rules, right? I can't really support someone out of just working corporate all the time. You could in some places, in some positions. But for me, through a business, if I get this right, I think I could give so much to people. I could offer so many things. And I don't even mean an opportunity to work. I don't even mean just a job. I am a heavy believer in fulfillment. I strongly believe that with the right training, once people get the job they really want, a job that is fulfilling to them, there's no limit to their potential. But once their character is good, like for me, I think that you just become unstoppable once you reach that sense of fulfillment. So my biggest goal with my business is to be able to provide people with a fulfilling job, not just a job. Because I think a lot of people now, they are just working to survive. And it's sad because I think to myself, how many people hate to wake up and just go to their job? They don't necessarily just hate the environment, they just hate the job. They hate what they do. They feel no pleasure in waking up, and they don't see themselves making a difference when the day happens. And that's what I felt. I felt like when I was working at particularly one of my last jobs, I remember just sitting there on the computer and entering some data, and I was like, what the hell am I doing in my life? What if I die tomorrow? What if I die tomorrow and all I remember was sitting down entering some data for this? I thought about that and I told myself, I want to work in something that, excuse me, I want to work in something that could really make a difference. I want to be able to make a sense of fulfillment, have a sense of fulfillment in what I'm doing. And that's why I'll be honest with you, I got into business. I've I have encountered so many difficulties through this business journey. I will never shy away from saying that. I've also learned so much. Bisky being one of my piece of evidence. He has been through the entire process. And I have failed so many times worse. And I am still failing till this day. But I am not going to stop till I could say I was able to give somebody a fulfilling job. I want to be able to say that one day. If I could say that one day, I could go in peace. My job is done. The other reason why I started business is because I want to leave something behind. I don't want when something happens to me, God forbid, that there's nothing left. I want my ideas to stay alive. There's going to be somebody who's watching exactly what you are doing, particularly look at Bisky. Bisky, and I always say Bisky is not sponsored, he's not paid me to say this. But I would always say with Bisky, the biggest value that Bisky I think offers is his personality, the way he gives that service. And I know somebody out there is going to be inspired just by the way he gives his service. That's something he's leaving behind. And that's something I want to leave behind as well. You want to be able, as a business owner, entrepreneur, you want to be able to leave behind something. It should make sense. It should not just be about profits. Because when you start thinking not just about profits, and let me say you go 3-4 months with loss, I don't want Olin to see my accounting right now. If we tell them about accounting right now, if we tell them how much time we lost, how much projects we do, and not a dime we make, we spend more than we make. About water. Let me get some water. How many times we have spent more than we have made? So many entrepreneurs out there would never tell you the actual story of how many things they went through, the difficulties. And one thing I realize is that you just really have to believe in yourself. What you are doing, you have to believe so strongly in it. Even when you just see red on your accounting, you just see loss. You can tell yourself, this is bigger than the profit. This is bigger than the profit. When I started my talent agency, for example, I had no idea what I was doing. And quite frankly, I still learn until this day. But when I started my talent agency, I had no idea what I was doing. No idea. I came from behind a human resource background. And hey, Mick, thank you so much for the follow. Big up, boop, 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 boop. I came from a human resource background, and I thought to myself, how can I take my experience in human resources and transform it into a talent agency? How? And I realized and I saw some talents that I was interested in. And you know, I reached out to a few people, and eventually Saru being one of my he is my first talent officially. Um, and I remember when he came and we were having the conversation of him, me being potentially his manager, etc., etc. And I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew he had potential, and I knew I wanted to unlock that potential. That's all I knew. That's all I knew. So sometimes, as I would always tell people, when you're chasing your dream, you just had to throw yourself out there. Kai, pick up yourself. Thank you so much in the rose, bro. Pick up, boop, 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 boop. Kai, pick up yourself. Is the vibes, bro? Make thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a good night, bro. Pick up, boop, 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 boop. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, like all I always say, you're not going to know what to do. And I'm sure Bisky could say, he could attest to this, right? When you start, you have no idea what you're doing. You will have no idea what you're doing. You will think you have an idea, no? Because when I started my talent agency, I tell myself, yeah, I have an idea. Because I was in human resources for years. And I say, yeah, I know what to do. And I didn't. I didn't know what to do. So I want all to be encouraged in whatever you have going on, whatever you want to do, whatever dream you want to chase, and you tell yourself you don't have the resources, you might not have the idea, you might not have the full picture, it may not make sense, whatever it might be, whatever excuse you're using, just do it, horse. And you'll figure it out as you go along. Just do it. Just go and you'll figure it out. Us. But I tell all them, boy. I'll give all a story, right? let me tell you a story. I've been a little vulnerable here with you. So I had a partner hire me for a job. He said, bro, I need a second shooter, right? For an event. Okay, when I say second shooter, I mean camera work, videography, second videographer. Let me be specific. Let me be specific here. He needed a second videographer. And I remember he invited me to the job, and I tell him, bro, I don't feel comfortable. I don't know if I could do it. He said, bro, listen, you could do it. He said, come, the thing. I said, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. He said, no, I come true. So I go on the shoot, and I telling him though I'm nervous, or like when I tell you I'm nervous, I could vomit. So I feeling, like I'm feeling so anxious that I'm feeling like I could just jump in my car and go. That's how anxious I'm feeling, right? Party and start yet. It's a party. Party and start yet all, yeah? Nobody there. Just security staff, etc. I'm nervous. And I sit down there and I'm saying and I'm waiting and whatever. And I remember my partner say, you ready? He asked me if I need anything. He helped me set up, whatever. So party start, right? And he tell me, well, just go and do some content here. And I say, okay, all right, let me do some capturing over here. And I say, all right, let me go. And I recorded and saying, no, honestly, only at that point, I barely know how to work my gimbal. My gimbal, for some weird reason, keep like falling. It keep giving up on itself. I would like to put. So at that time I hear like, what going on here, boy? So I sit down there and I studied what the hell going on my gimbal. So trying to record during the party, recording some people blocking their face. I record a woman and a man here, she come next to me, she tell me, hey, delete that video. She tell me to delete the video. Anyways, long story short, I had no idea what I was doing, right? And I remember reaching out to my partner. He was in the back, and I tell him, I'm giving his shoes. He sit down and he tell me, I say, listen, bro. I tell him, I was like, honestly, bro, I'm feeling real bad. Like, I'm feeling like, why why here, I feeling like take and he's like, he tell me, sit down, listen, bro. You are going to learn, and this is how you're going to learn. And he sit down, he reassured me, and he was like, think that we get this done. And I feel like after that, just by the way he spoke to me, I was just like, I was calm, and I did what I have to do. Now, honestly, the content didn't come out the way I wanted. Obviously. And I felt bad. I felt like, damn, like I didn't even want the money again. I was just like, well, like, keep all your money. It was like, whatever, get the money, whatever, and thing. But what I learned from that is that you're going to just learn. You're going to figure it out. And that was a while back, I think maybe last year. And I look forward from now, right now where I am. And I'm so happy that I experienced that. Because that for me was rock bottom. And I know now if I was to work with somebody and they were also experiencing rock bottom, I know exactly how to work with them. I know exactly how to work with them. I know exactly what to tell them. I know exactly how to support them. Sometimes we hit rock bottom in certain situations just so we know how to help someone else get through it. Think about that. If you didn't go through that, how would you be able to support somebody else who went through it? You would have no idea. You would have no idea what to do. You could just imagine what to do, but you wouldn't be able to help them. You wouldn't be able to feel what they are feeling. So I would always say, honestly, earlier, just put your foot out there. You will learn. You're going to mess up. Leave room to mess up. Give yourself a chance. You're not going to get it perfected. Perfection comes with trying. And you can't try without just pushing yourself out the door. You're not going to figure it out instantly. So and my word advice earlier, I hope it makes sense. I hope I'm not talking out my ass. So yeah, I hope that makes sense, and that goes back to my business. I am figuring it out every day. Today, this month, I'll share with all you. One of the projects he is working to launch this month hit a curve. We had a push party project. We're not getting through with it, right, for this month. And I sit down and I ask God, I talk to God and I say, what should be next? How should I do this? Where are you trying to position me? Because I really wanted to do this, And I asked myself, how do we go from here? And I said, John, listen, we talk, and he's like, John, listen, do what you can with what you have. What can you do right now? Don't try to think about where you can't do. That's out of your control. Think about exactly right now what you can do right now. And just do it. You'll figure it out. You understand? And push come to shove, if you don't figure it out, you could sell one of your talents. I think one of my talents could go for a good price. You understand? If push come to shove, you could sell one of them. You never know. You understand? So to me, I'll always tell you, like, just put yourself out there. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever dream you're trying to chase, put yourself out there. On another topic, we have an event that I'll be attending called Senpai City. I don't know if anybody know about it. It's an anime convention. It's on the 22nd of this month. We'll be there. We'll be doing some content. I'm extending that invitation to you all if you all want to go. Yeah, nice. It's their first event. So I'm excited to see how it goes at Center of Excellence. I'm not entirely sure what is the time though. Not entirely sure about the time. So yeah, extending that invitation to all you. If all you want to go, I will be there. I will be doing content. Let me see the time. Sampai City. Invitation. Yes, Boled. Yeah, so the 22nd. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Center of Excellence. Yeah, so we'll be there on the 22nd. If you all decide all I want to go, this is the link for the flyer. Extend our link. Yep. So that's the link for the flyer. I, I don't think, as I said, like if you're not particularly interested in anime itself, there will be a lot of other things, activities, I would imagine. You know, I've seen like they have all kind of. I'm guessing this is like a food. I don't know what to call it. Or they're just really side. Like it's I seems like it has a lot going on. I think there will be tickets at the door. Is you see Malski? There will be tickets at the door, I believe. Tickets on sale. Tickets on sale. Should cosplay. Should cosplay. What should I cosplay as? What should I cosplay as? Uh, Street Fighter tournament. Interesting. I was never good at in fighting games, you know. Free games to play. FIFA 26, Tekken 7, Injustice 2. Injustice was a really good game though. Naruto Ninja Storm 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. COD, yes. I don't know how many still play COD. I don't know how it have people who still play COD. Yeah, so Batsky will be at Senpai City, 22nd of this month. We'll be doing content there. Yeah? Cosplay as Princess Margaret, yeah. Who wanna do a matching cosplay with me? Shawnee, where you for? If we get Shawnee to I got Shawnee to cosplay. Shawnee hate me, you know, so I don't know. Hard to get Shawnee to do anything. Shawnee does just like, nope. I busy on that day. Yeah, right, bro. Just say you don't wanna lie, bro. It's fine. Accustomed to it anyways. You know? It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, if you get Sean to do that, I'll literally give you 1K. I will never get Sean to see to that. I'm not even gonna put a bet. Sean, you ask her cut, then it would make sense. You know? Sean will be like, she'll do it for a cut, she'll do it. I go in as your GTA character, you go in as Obia man. Also, every day I just miss GTA RP, you know. It just that's something that's just dead. I will never return to GTA RP unless it's the new GTA. I'll never. It's just something that just has to stay there. I'm sorry, like it's never gonna return for me. I have given up completely on that, on ever want to even try it again. I don't. Sage tried to convince me over and 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 over. I just can't. I can't. I think since the last time I actually enjoyed GTRP, I'm no kidding, was maybe 2023 or 24. It's been a while since I sat and actually could say I play an RP and I enjoy it. I think after that last server, I can't even remember what server that was. the all enjoyment. Everything was just forced. I felt like it was real forced after that. We mean it, Trent. It's not whenever on the games. Or the not tonight, not tonight. Another time. Just see you missing me. You is one police officer, me in Besos. You is a real you. If I was to describe you as a police officer, as the worst ever thing. Pray that you never really go any service. Because Kai, if you really go any service, that is what I live in Trinidad way. It is that man, you get pulled over and you see Kai coming to get your tickets. Nah, but I bong Sky down, boy. I for sure bong Sky down. But Kai used to upset everybody on our servers. Everybody. He's getting mad at us. And he never used to get nobody no blind, you know. He's sickening. He's real sickening. That's why I will always say, my first time meeting you, Kai, will always be a real strange interaction. Because you are nothing like what you are online. I was expecting Kai to be this menace of a person. I was expecting Kai to be some gremlin. I was expecting Kai to be one of the worst human. Like I don't know what I was expecting. And then when I meet Kai, Kai tell me good afternoon. I say, Kai have manners. Kai quiet. I say, wait, look how you can't judge people. You know? And that's Shawnee too. The way you think Shawnee, you think Shawnee is a beast, you know. You think Shawnee is a beast. Shawnee is soft for that, you know? I mean, it depends. But Shawnee soft for that naturally, normally, kinda. Somewhat. Kinda. At times. Depends. Sometimes she's soft. You know, but you know, if you knew Shawnee from online alone, you know Shawnee. You don't think Shawnee some badger. Nah, she on my block list for the last time she banned. If it's one thing Shawnee is going to do, is she is not afraid of banning or blocking anybody. And I respect her for that because I just give people too many chances. I realize that I just give people too many chances. Too many chances. I'd be like, nah, Shawnee, don't worry, don't worry about them now. You just don't take them on. Shawnee be like, she gonna touch the mouse to ban you. Like she be waiting. She's be waiting to block you. Ruth, good night. Thank you so much for the follow. Big up, boop, 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 boop. Good night. Big up yourself. If you were to lie a lot longer, you would hear my accent. Aliyah. Was he seen Aliyah? Big up, boop, 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 boop. Good night. Instant block and delete. Gal again. You know, it's always gal. Shawnee. You know? Think about it. It's never really man, you know. It's usually just gals who make them kind of decisions. Yeah. I'm gonna drink more water, yeah? I'm gonna drink more water. Anyways, continuing. Yeah, well, yeah, I just go so much with my topics, I don't even know what I was talking about. All right, so the next thing, we have Sharky coming to Trinidad next month. So we have some tourists coming to Trinidad next month. We are going to be all over Trinidad. I cannot wait. I am so excited. If all you don't know, I just have so much fun. It has been a big lack of sleep, but I just have so much fun doing these things. If all you don't know, Sharky is a streamer from the UK. He and his crew is coming to Trinidad. Ariana and an next streamer. Well, Ariana's also a streamer. And Ace is also a streamer. All of them are streamers from the UK, and they are all coming to Trinidad. I'll be hosting them. I don't know. I'm not gonna give the dates just yet because I don't know if they. I don't know how comfortable they are with me sharing that information, but yeah. So it'll be an exciting time. Maybe hitting some public spaces, so they could probably come and stream Snipe Man Kill Me. Just JK. But yeah, next thing my child mother find out. Anyways, yeah, let's not go down now. In game, sorry, let's in game, yeah. In game, yeah, you know, beta squad or just part. I try to remember exactly what is beta squad. I feel like that's a piece of content thing that's right. This thing, beta squad, right? They just do content. Yeah. We will be doing content. I don't know if we do beta squad type content, but I definitely plan on doing content. It's just I'm so busy right now. The reality of it is I wanted to see if we could do like sponsored stuff, like actually reaching out to like businesses and having them try. 'Cause they are open to trying food. They are open to trying any type of food. So we're gonna feed them some horse. They're gonna eat some guana, you know. Might give them some dog. So, we had to get them the whole thing. The man, he cool. You never eat horse? If you never eat horse, well, you missing out, bro. You missing out. We had to get them the whole thing. So, but the trick is, what we gonna do? We can't tell them what it is. Lap, that thing, yeah. The first time I eat horse was by accident. I feel like I tell that story so many times. The first time I eat horse was a very interesting experience. Put it. Dog? Yeah, well, I went to school in the University of the Southern Caribbean, and we only had two options. A place called Jay's or the Chinese food place right down the road. And the Chinese food place right down the road, they used to sell us dog. No joke. The food actually used to look like dog. Like they didn't even try to hide it. It was actually dog. It was actually dog we was eating. So I did that for like a few years, for a few years. What about flamingo? That might be a good show too. That's crazy. Yeah, we had to feed them all kind of thing, but we're not telling them. Cayman, we had to tell. That reminds me of when my uncle pet cayman and he bite off my hand. That don't want to go too much into that story. Let's just say my uncle have a pet cayman and he tell us put we hand there and then the cayman was there and yeah, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about that. But yeah, so many activities and now if all you have any ideas, I think I'm open for any suggestions of now. The key thing they tell me, hear the key thing. They tell me they don't want to go anywhere far. I forget that the Belmont Chinese almost eat it. So the key thing is that they tell me they don't want to do long drives, right? So Toko out in the picture. Mayaro out in the picture. We definitely doing North Coast. But if they have any ideas of what they want to do, I was potentially thinking about carrying them up John. Yeah. Well, ever been to John before? I want to go up John, get them a little. They say they want to experience city life now, boy. So when they tell me they want to experience city life, I was like, oh, y'all want to explore Port of Spain? Okay, well, sure, we could explore Port of Spain. I might need a few different tour guides for that. But we'll explore Port of Spain, man. We'll do some content and we'll explore Port of Spain. You know, anybody willing to explore Port of Spain with us? Anybody in chat? Anybody in chat? Ballhead, Alia, Kai, Shawnee, anybody? Explore Port of Spain, Nelson Street, you know. Anywhere, you know, Kai. I know Kai. We could do some exploration by your side, you know. Show them the life of the city. Long story short, he got away. The partner said the Chinese took him at the back of the shop. Nelson Street, boy. Nelson Street, Mac. Where for? Nelson Street. Yeah, use West. That's what I want to say. I say, well, Maury Street. Nice good street to explore. We'll carry them. We'll carry them to explore. You know. Curap at night. Curap at night is a good place to go, you know. Curap at night. Arima at night. You know. Some good places. Some good places. Nah, I don't know about Brazil, bro. I don't know about Brazil, us. I don't know about Brazil. Last time I went Brazil, us, I see $2, and it wasn't a really good sight. Your bed tonight, Savin. Good night. Good night, Savin. Good night. Next thing you tell me about St. Paul, yeah, St. Paul's. I don't mind doing the fitness things, that's the thing. I don't know how interested they are in. They definitely want to hike. So I'm thinking about what hikes. I did Bamboo yesterday, Cathedral. Only one fact. Yesterday was my first time going Bamboo Cathedral. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I know people, it are people judging me, but don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Do not judge me. Right? Right. Okay, Mick. Listen, before we get started, Mick is a professional runner. So anything, he don't consider them, none of them thing normal. Yeah, but avocado behind God back, horse. Horse, what you trying to do me? I had to take a helicopter to go up there. I have to take a helicopter to go up there. You driving me? Are you driving me? Oh, all right, now we're talking. Right? Yeah. I was thinking about renting a limo. Imagine they come to and I reach up and I pull up in a limo. And my budget for September done. You know? My budget for September done and already. Now all the typing all of these different things. So I love that all the typing and y'all are so considerate and I appreciate and I love y'all so much. Y'all are so amazing. But I'm going to forget all of these things from the time this stream end. So what y'all can kindly do for me is private message me. I'm pretty sure everybody here has my Instagram. Private message me your ideas. I'll be so thankful and so grateful and so appreciative. Y'all will be so nice, so pleasant, so amazing to do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I need to update my Instagram. My Instagram name changed. I am no longer JNR simply because I'm hiding. That's the truth. I'm hiding. My Instagram is no longer JNR. It's a long story. It's a long story. You know, it's just funny enough. Me and my dad, when I was younger, we used to go so many hikes together, and I can't remember a single one of the hikes we did, like where it was. I just knew we used to go on a lot of hikes because that was our tradition. My dad, my cousins, all of us used to hike together, and that was our bonding time. So we used to go a lot of hikes. You know? So yeah. Wait, John, I have so many. I have gotten into Pokemon cards. I bought so many packs. I just waited. Why is everybody so you know, it's everybody telling me they into Pokemon cards. Where see how where that come from? Where that come from? Where that hype come from? I feel like so many people telling me they into Pokemon cards. Like I just feel like it's so random. You into Shawnee, bro. There's a long line of that right now. Good luck. Good luck, Kid Kai. There's a long line right now. Good luck. Particularly the women in my stream, they have a long line right now. You know, Bruce shot at that touch. Sorry, you're new here. This just ignore Kai. Kai is Kai. Don't take anything that Kai says seriously, us. Kai is just a troll, and that's yeah. You know the trail I can organize. You are that kind of links. One thing I would say is never ever. This gonna be this never link on a Twitch gal. Once a gal have a Twitch account, don't link on them. Don't link on a Twitch gal. Don't do it. 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 Twitch men, on the other hand, every fella who have a Twitch account, they don't see it. They don't, nothing wrong with them. There's some honest fellas. There are some good, 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 good fellas. Yeah. Yeah. We have some good examples of men in chat here. Some good examples. Some fellas I would think in chat, I would say is role models. Particularly Trent. Maybe not maybe not no, maybe not him. May I don't know more fellas in the chat. I need more people. Nah, 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 nah. We need I need to use a few other examples. I need to, you know, I need to use some other examples because it's not looking too good right now. It's not looking too good right now. Right now, mm-mm, mm-mm. It's not looking. Horse, I not realize I live on TikTok. I ain't even watching TikTok chat. Shit. Boy, people might be talking on TikTok. Next thing I have 300 viewers on TikTok and I don't even know. Shit. Oh no, we just have one. Okay. Anyways, we just have one. Yeah, it's fine. That's okay. It's fine. Pops. Good night, Brett. Good night, my son. Bro, I identify myself, make your point. I girl who living on the east are better. Alright. What you wanna do? You wanna rank girls based on the area? I don't even want to get into that topic. I don't even want to get in that topic right now. But I would know because, I don't have much experience. Put Kuva in the bottom of the list. Sugar right after that. Have a wedding coming up. Where the child support? Wait, Brett, you get married? I just want to go a wedding and not work. I actually just want to go and just experience a wedding. I want to experience a wedding. Why will I not get married? Why we can't have a Twitch wedding? If I was to find my wife tomorrow, honestly, I'll just get married on Sunday. And I will live stream it. I will live stream it. Aliyah, please don't ask that question. I don't want to get, I don't want to get emotional right now. Let's not ask such questions. Let's avoid all discussions in relation to Jayon and relationships and love. Please, let's not let's not why you know like this? Who say you have to marry that girl? It's have me. You will get oh, oh brother. Seven. Sean, he's asking us. Take off your glasses. Let me see a nice Chinese eyes. This man just don't know who to choose. That's his problem. Shawnee, could you do the honors, please? Shawnee, could you kindly do the honors, please? Is he banned me in all caps? What? Look. Shawnee, just get rid of them. Anybody, we have a new rule in this stream. Anybody with any form of negativity, anything towards me, it's a bannable offense. So, Shawnee, you know what to do. You have permission. So watch, make sure that if you see any form of negativity towards me particularly, they could be negative to anybody. Just not me. Just not me. You understand? Negativity. Actually, just don't talk about me. Anybody who speaks about me particularly, unless it's a compliment, yeah, don't bother. No, Kai. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Back for we. Dog, I can't. I don't know who watching. I don't know who watching. There's multiple people who could be watching. You know, business partners, potential sponsors, my child mother. You know, so many people could be watching this stream right now, and I don't want to just back just so that that could be. You know, you have to be careful of how you're showing different type to your character. You know. You might just have the best chatter on Twitch. Bro, please don't say that. Please don't say that. These people right now, let me tell you, some of these people, they hated me from the start. Some of them they just accepted me. You see people like Kai, he has been here a long time. Kai, do a followage there. Show the people how long you have been following the stream. Jeon should stop fly Kai to the savannah and find a girl negative. Maybe one day I'll spend my Sundays going for walks with my wife and not a walk with my brethren. Not a walk with my brethren. Tell me why I walk with my camera and I had to take pictures of my brethren horse. My brethren horse. I'm feeling like I would Shazid all over again. I feel Shazid just called me to go on the jobs with him just to take pictures of him. What's the point? What's the point? I don't want to go nowhere with all your horse. I'm tired. I want to go with women. A Friday night, I go imagine. I want to go out with Spider-Man, right? I'm gone. We go on Spider-Man. The first people I think about is my brethren. Right? I think about my brethren. We go on Spider-Man. You understand? I don't understand. I don't understand, boy. And that means some of the worst people. Some of my brethren are some of the worst people. some of the worst people to go on movies with. Right? I want to call some names. You see Antoine Jones? Hmm. Boy. I have a partner named Antoine, boy. He's one of the worst us. He's one of the worst. Them men, them don't get ready to go until it's 5 minutes before the movie. Right? When you message Antoine, you're like, Antoine, here what? Antoine, let me buy the tickets before now, boy. Antoine will be like, nah, boy, we go get ticket, boy, we go get ticket. I say, Antoine, we not going and get no ticket, boy. He said, nah, what happened? Think about it. Right? 2 p.m. in Cinema One. 2 p.m. on a Friday at Cinema One. You trying to tell me all the tickets sold out? All? We get in 9 p.m. We get in 9 p.m. luckily, and it had about 6 or 7 seats remaining. Maybe a little more, but it was nearly done on us. Cinema One. You understand? And don't talk about my cousin. Oh God, my cousin is the worst of it. So my cousin, when you sit down next to him in the movies, he's one of them. He's be like, what you think Spider-Man gonna do now, boy? Boy, how he shooting the webs, boy? How he shooting the webs? Boy, what you think gonna happen next? Boy, you think I Thor? You think I Thor coming? I feel like Thor. Shut up. So we have a ritual now, right? Anybody who goes movies with us, we put them next to my cousin. That like you have to go through that. If you're going with our group, if you could go through that, you could go through anything in life. Anything in life, any circumstances you go through in your life, you can live through it. You can live through it. You can live through it. You understand? If you talking on your phone night on, I will slam my food into your face. Lord, sorry. Trying to see my food. If you one of them, my horse. Make it. Anyways. So the dogs are forever. The dogs are forever. The dogs are forever. But you know, damn, bro. Where am I gonna find my wife? Yeah, make this only go runs. There's some friends you just have to find what is their bond. Like there's some people that their only bonding is in certain activities. You understand? Shazid, for example, the only time we just bond is if you're working. That's the only time I say about Shazid. You understand? Right now, since Trent know I have a running shoes, the only time I go and hear from Trent is when he want to run. You understand? You understand? You understand? Yeah. Yeah. Shawnee, I don't even see. I don't even see Shawnee. So I can't even say he's born. Because I see Shawnee every quarter. Shawnee is like a strategic meeting. You know, like when they work in corporate and they have strategic meetings. Yeah, that's how I see Shawnee every quarter. So I think I meet Shawnee. We in Q4 now. Yeah, I know we scheduled to meet Shawnee for Q4. So I had a plan now. Yeah, son. I so often I see Shawnee. Fine's a good thing. I see the thing is I am not actively, I don't even want to get I'm not actively searching for anybody. Not actively looking for anybody. I just good on, let me just say good. I am on my mission. Anybody does come to compliment my mission, fine, but I'm on my mission. I can't slow down on my mission. I have so many things that I want to accomplish and so many things I want to do that I don't know. It's just, you know, at least you just see your friends. Me and my friends so busy. I don't like that though. I like, so Simon, here's my thing, right? Me personally, I'm very intentional with my friends. Any of my friends know me, I'm very intentional with my friendships. And I, me personally, I don't like the idea of us being way too busy to find a solution of bonding. Because, for example, bonding isn't always, how to put it, isn't always us liming. For example, all you know how I just bond with Bisky? I just had to go and work with him. That's the only way I could bond with Bisky. Because Bisky does nothing but work. Bisky does nothing but work. But guess what? That is my friend. And I am very intentional with spending time with my friends. We found a way of how to bond, and we go, we sing, and you have to find, me personally, I think you have to find ways of how you could bond with your friends and how you could make time with your friends. Everybody have different circumstances and different things for life going on. I can't expect all your friend groups, everybody to make time every month to lime and all that kind of thing. No. But to me, he doesn't even bond with me. Who doesn't even, oh, man, see, to be honest, us, I don't really like it. That's just the truth. Honestly, I don't like it. That's just the truth, bro. You know? Uh, uh, I said in my resignation, go ahead, go now, go, 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 right? Go, right? Go, 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 go do it. It's okay. I have custom to people leave in my life, you know. It's fine. It's fine. I have custom to people leave in my life. That's just how it is. So let's go, you know? So let's go. So let's go. The male manipulator line is sending me. I'm not a manipulator, bro. I'm a nice guy. And who know me know I'm a nice guy, right? Shorty, excuse me? Wow. Nice. Leave everyone like everyone else. You do what you have to do. Everybody here watch Spider-Man. I feel like it's too early to talk Spider-Man. They probably have people who ain't watch Spider-Man yet. I don't know. Nah, but I mean honestly, there are going to be people who say, for me, will have bad experience with me. I will never come here and say that I have been a perfect guy or anything like that. Like I've made mistakes, you know? Like I never come here and say that. Best fictional character ever. My best fictional character ever is Naruto. So when I say fictional character, yeah, Naruto is my best fictional character ever. I'm sorry, bro. But I think I wouldn't say Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, but I think his story is probably my favorite. I think his story is probably my favorite, yeah. I wouldn't say he's my favorite hero though. You know? He went opening weekend, same. I'll be honest with you, I think everybody should experience a Marvel opening weekend once in their lifetime. I don't see Maski. Have a good night, bro. Tomorrow. I think everybody should experience a Marvel opening weekend once in their life. Simply because it's a whole different experience from any other movie. Genuinely. I will never forget Endgame and Infinity War opening weekends and the craziness it was. Genuinely, like it was real different. It was real different. Saru was here earlier. He was here earlier. I think he may be around, but he was here earlier. I'll try in December. Yeah, but just buy a tickets in advance because every Doomsday is going to be problematic, right? Doomsday waiting on another stream. Yeah, well, send a message to Saru. Don't bring talent questions to me. Send talent questions to talents. Ask them. Ask them. You understand? Ask them. Ask people like Malski and Saru. Ask them. You're the manager. Of course, I'm the manager, but I'm not. That's their questions. You understand? What they are willing to share. They have different things going on in their lives, etc., etc. I am not responsible for telling all them what they should be doing or whatever, that kind of thing. You could talk to them, you could reach out to them, ask them, why this, why that. Mind their business a little bit. Malski right now. The truth is with Malski, here's what's going on with Malski right now, right? He have a child on the way. So he's that content is seen right now. We recorded before and thing. Right now I don't even see Malski. So it's real things going on with them people, So it is redirect the questions. You don't know that, Ah, Malski going to bed later. Shazid, what is that emote? That emote not even loading on this chat was. Is it loading? I have to actually click Twitch chat to see that emote. Hold on, 4 months and forehead busting emoji. Oh, yeah, I can't see that. I don't know. Because I'm on multi-chat right now, and multi-chat is not really allowing me to see that. Yeah, so I want all your opinions on certain things before we close off stream and etc. etc. I want all you to I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with streaming because realistically I don't have much time to stream, but simultaneously I'm thinking about how I could merge personal content and things I want to do and streaming. So all you know I just yap, I like to yap, but I want to do streaming a little bit different. I'm thinking about bringing on guests onto stream and yapping about different things. I am probably not going to do in real life streams. In real life streams are probably no. Drive-in streams also are probably no. Probably not. In real life streams could only work if it's at an event and I'm not working the event. And all the events I go to, I work. So I'm not sure how that will work. And I don't go much events. I don't go out much. I don't do much in terms of other than work, personal content. Stream working it now. I can't do that, Mansky. Because the thing about streaming our event that we are working, there are some things that all you can't see and some things that people won't agree to. It's way more complicated. You understand? It's way more runarounds that I don't necessarily want to deal with. You understand? So that's a problem on its whole own. I could vlog an event. Vlogging is what I could do at events, for sure. You see, Shaz already say though. Good thing we sent in our resignation letter to Shaz first thing tonight. Good thing. Gym stream's so boring. I can't stream in gym either. I can't stream in gym either. My gym, the people in our gym, can't stream in our gym. I could only vlog in these places. Everything that you're recommended, I can't. I have to vlog because I'd have to edit so many people. From the time somebody see their face in one of them videos, they're gonna, particularly gym I go to, yeah, it is stream. I kind of want to go away from gameplay a bit. I want to continue. I want to do games, but I want to diversify myself a little bit. Stop Lily. That will never happen. I'll always be playing League of Legends. That will never stop. I am not going to stop playing something I love because other people don't like it. That will never happen. Podcast is a whole different thing. So what I thinking about, this is my idea, is I want to invite people on stream that I don't want to sell out the idea so much. We'll see. We'll see. I'll probably test it out once and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how a guest stream will work. Like, I don't know who my streaming audience would want to see versus who they don't really care much to see. Because I am not like there's people I could get on stream, but they had to match my energy. You understand? I wanted to be somebody that I'm not forced to stream with. You understand? It must make sense to me. Because streaming is a thing, it's not like typical like just podcasts or anything. Streaming is an energy. And from the time your energy feels anything differently, it going to reflect on your stream. You can't hide away from it. I feel like it's really difficult to stream and hide your energy. And that's why I don't try to hide. Or they will get me on a sad day. Or they'll get me on a good day. Or they will get me jokes. I am not funny. That's not for me. You gotta go and watch Kyle or one of them. I'm not a funny streamer. I'm a yapper. I can tell stories. Okay, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you, I might get banned. You might get banned. Wait, was it gonna be something disrespectful? Now you hurt my feelings, us. Wait. I didn't know you were like that. I thought he was a nice person, but clearly not. Damn. Yeah, I thought. Wow. Anyways, I'm gonna tell you a story. I feel like a lot of people heard this story already. But for storytelling sakes, let's tell it. Who here has heard this story? Yeah, I feel like I tell the story 10 billion times. Shawnee probably heard it so many times she could tell it herself. Shawnee, I want to tell the story of when I tried my first edible. Or my second time I tried an edible. Which one I should do, first or second? What a story I could tell. You see, I just want to tell stories that I shouldn't be telling, you know. Some of them stories, you know, can't be talking about them stories. But anyways, the first one, all right, let me talk about the first time I tried that edible olive. We're gonna be in detail here, right? Lock in, all it. Lock in. So I tried my very first edible when I was going to university. This was a peer pressure thing, right? Because the person who sold me it, I remember particularly, they were like, John, you never try from me. Come now, I give you one free thing. You know, today we finish exams and you know what, yeah, let's try it. Right? Cool. So I tried the edible on it. I tried the edible. When I eat the edible, I said, okay, feeling normal. You know, life okay. I'm feeling okay. Everything okay. You know, body feeling okay. Everything feeling okay. Like what? I ate the whole thing. I was like, is this what everybody carrying about? Like, was he? You know, was it the real problem here? One acquaintance of mine didn't finish their edible and was like, I can't finish this. You know? So I ate their remainder of edible. So I ate an edible and a half of an edible. Yeah. So this is my first time. And I remember everybody liming, they playing the all fours, who eating, liming, plenty of us. This is midday, right? It's maybe about 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Afternoonish. And I remember just getting a weird vibes and something tell me, go home. And I was like, you know what? Let me go home for real. Because I finished my last class and I was like, let's leave. So I gave everybody a bounce, whoever thing, and I leave. When I walk in, all in a sudden, I feel like I teleport to where the part in the university where it is get the cars. So I remember reaching there and I asked myself how I reached there. I was like, okay, normal, it's nothing really that alarming. Maybe I just tired, whatever. And I remember watching the car and I was like, I had to look into the car to see if for sure if the car have space, jump in the car. We reached down the road in Curepe, man. So when you reach down in Curepe, I remember going in a maxi, right? Cairo, welcome to the stream, big up. I remember entering a maxi, and when I was proceeding to enter the maxi, and no, the first maxi. So I enter the maxi and I sit down. Maxi almost full, ready to leave, right? Something that I just feel a bad vibes. And I say, John, get out the maxi. And I get out. And I went into the next maxi. Now this maxi empty. It had nobody in it, right? So I sit down. But I remember the man, like, he tell me something. But I didn't hear what he say. So I went and sit down, right? So maxi eventually full and thing and whatever, and we thing however, and the maxi drive off, right? I remember when the maxi driving all, yeah? And every time the maxi feel like if it feel a pothole or something in the road, I was feeling it in my body. Like I felt like I was the maxi. Like if I transform, like if I was a transformer and I transform into the maxi, and I was feeling what the maxi was feeling. So at that point, I get a little alarmed, right? I was like, what the hell happening? So every time the maxi touch something or I'm feeling it through my body, and I was like, nah, boy, what happened in here, boy? And I remember the guy next to me, he's just watching me like concerned. And he eventually just pressed the bell and me. I talk about 5 minutes after the maxi pull off, like about 5 minutes, he get out. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I say, I'm on the edge now. And as I said already, the maxi vibrating and I'm feeling it through my body or whatever, right? So at that time, I tried not control my senses. My senses felt overloaded. If only what Spider-Man, and you see when Spider-Man get overloaded with his senses, that's how I felt. I was overloaded with senses, right? When I was overloaded, I try to calm myself down. So I keep pinching myself. I was like, John, relax, John, relax, John, relax. You're here, you're fine, normal, whatever, whatever. Pinching myself, eh? Halfway on the trip now, I say, Lord, please let my cousin or one of them call me. I talk about 3 seconds after my cousin called me. I said, tap, Lord, answer the call. I say, hello. Hello. When I watch, nobody call me. So I want to know, like, if I'm tripping off. So I go on my call log and I look in. No history of calls. So I put on my phone and I say, Lord, Father, Lord, help me, help me, help me, help me, Lord. And I say it out there, I was like, Lord, help me. All I hear is, hello, hello. When I watch my phone, my cousin on the call, and I put it on, I say, dog, something made me tell myself, John, it makes no sense explaining to him because he wouldn't even understand. And I was like, bro, listen, I can't talk right now. I'll call you back. And he's like, you're good, you're good. I was like, yeah, don't worry, I'll call you when I reach home. And I hang up. I had no money on my phone, eh? That was the biggest mistake I do. So, Maxi stop. I ain't reached my destination yet. Maxi stop. And I see everybody. I'm gonna take off my headset. I see everybody exiting the Maxi. So I watching as everybody exit the Maxi. Good night, Shania. I watching as everybody exit the Maxi and I wait, but this is not the final stop. And I proceed to come out the Maxi and I ask driver, I was like, is this the last stop? The driver stoops. The driver was like, but you playing stupid or? So I was like, oh, well, I didn't know. He's like, I tell everybody who went to the Maxi, my laptop is tension. I tell everybody in the Maxi, my laptop is tension. So it's like, okay, all right. Okay. So now he asking me, no, I ask him how much is to travel, kind of a travel day. So I like, okay. So you say, I think at that time, I think there to Chin Chin was $4 or $5. I can't remember. I think it was $4 or $5. I don't know what it is now, but I remember counting my money horse. And I watching my wallet, I counted my money and I say, 1, 2, 3. The man watching me. 4. Yeah, he grabbed the money and drive off. My aunt's still in the window, like, drive off. I operating in slow-mo, right? So, I, in the middle of Chin Chin Junction, I have $1 remaining with no money on my phone. $1 and no money in my phone, right? So I said, John, what to do now? What to do now? I'm asking myself, what to do now? Right? So I watched the police station. I have a police station right by Chin Chin Junction. I asked myself, do I just go in the police station and tell the police, yeah, I have out my mind, can anybody help me? I was like, nope, that doesn't sound too good. Let's not do that. Right? I say, okay. What other option? We can walk home. Chances are that if I walk home, I might just die. Because it's a long walk. It's a pretty long walk, right, from Chin Chin. And I was like, yeah, let's not do that. What is my other option? I said, you know what? My cousin's girlfriend living close by. Let me walk by she. Right? I say, all right, let me do this, let me do this. We can do that. Me and thinking if she home. Me and thinking, I just say let me walk by she, right? I walk in, walk. When I walk by the bar now, everybody in the bar watch. I don't know how I was walking. everybody in the bar watching me. You know, I probably they watch this person and he looking like a crackhead. Yeah, I probably look like a crackhead. So now I had to cross the street, right? So you know when you're crossing the street, you're trying to time the cars, right? You're trying to time the cars, right? My high or my mind. So honestly, I had no idea how far or how close the vehicles was. And I got blind. Anyways, I crossed the road and I'm just going, you got to cross me. I can go, I can cross the road. I can cross the road just so. And I started to laugh and I just keep walking. I started to laugh and I just kept walking. Like, what was I really gonna do? What was I really gonna do? I can't even remember what the car was. He cussed me. He cussed me good. He cussed me good. Now I'm walking into the street of my cousin's girlfriend, and when I was walking into the streets, I remember some fellas by the block. So I say, "Oh God, John, don't look like you're looking like a crackhead, cause them men go know you're looking like you're on crack, and they go rob your ass." I say, "John, just act normal." I walk in there. I say, "Oh, is he seeing? Normal, thing. But the man watching me like, this motherfucker high, dog." I know they know a high. Excuse my language, sorry. But I know they know a high, right? I walk past. I say, "Thank God, let me through." And I walk in, man, and I walk in. And I go down the road. I come to my cousin girlfriend house. And I'm outside the gate now. And I'm saying, "Good afternoon. Hi, good afternoon. But nobody coming out. So I say, all right, let me slide them slide gates. I slide open the gate. The dog know me because I be here. The dog know me. So the dog let me through thing, close back the gate, go in the house. So I by the window. No, but where the window is, you can see the living room and the kitchen and everything, right? And I seeing them there. I seeing Pops. He washing some dishes. Mommy cleaning out the thing. And I say, "Oh, everybody home, man. Nice. I say, "Hi, good afternoon." And I wave and good afternoon. Nobody watching the horse. Nobody watching me. So I asking myself, am I just being too quiet? So I shout. I say, "Hi, afternoon." And I'm going, "So, good afternoon." No response. So I stop and maybe they just don't want to talk to me. Maybe they just ignoring me and they thought I was a crackhead. So I walk in the back, right? By his sister. And I say, "Good afternoon. And his sister come out and I say, "John?" I say, "Yeah, hi." And she was like, "Kimraj, welcome." And his sister was like, "John, you okay?" And I was like, "No, I want to get home. Can anybody help me?" So at that time, everybody come outside and was talking to me. And everybody was like, ting. And I was telling the parents here, I was calling in front by the window. And they was like, "John, what? We didn't hear anything." And I was like, wait, was I just imagining that I was calling them? I was imagining I was calling them. I didn't call them. I was imagining it. And then I was like, could somebody just get me home? And my cousin's girlfriend, she dropped me home. And I remember when I reached home, my brethren Antoine and my cousin Shane, he was home there sitting down, and I watched them, and I say, "Olia, I can't explain anything. I'm going in my bed." Okay? They was like, "Dog, I had to tell you, I need to go in my bed right now. I'll talk to Olia in the morning." And I just went on sleep. And that was the story of my first ever edible. Welcome to the people who sent a message on YouTube. Kimraj, welcome to the stream. There was somebody earlier. Thank you for being here. Welcome. I was deep in our storytelling session. I was deep. I was deep in a storytelling session. But welcome to the stream. Um, when you wake up, what happened? Nothing really. Because my cousin went to work, I think, and my brother was he wasn't there obviously because he came to check me, but I wasn't home. So nothing really happened the next day. I called one of my partners and I explained to him what went on. And he was telling me, dog, you ate too much, that was why, and whatever. And I was like, yeah. So that leads me to the story of why I went and do my second ever edible. I was around 22 maybe when these things happened. Yeah, I was around 22, 21, 21, 22. Yeah, I was around 21, 22 when I first did that. Let's just say my second ever edible was the last time I ever did edibles. Trent, you really missed our whole story. I feel like Trent, you know that story. I was telling this story of my first ever edible. I was telling that story. I was telling that story. That story. I was telling that story. Somebody private messaged me how to get a JNR hoodie. Hmm. 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 A JNR hoodie. Hmm. We'll see. I don't know. I know that. Well, I can't retell the story, Trent. I know tell you. But what I could probably do is I could tell all of this story of my second ever. Who wanna hear my story of my second ever edible boy? I don't even know if Shawnee know that. Shawnee probably know the story. Shawnee, you know the story? My second ever edible story. And next story time. Yeah, was my second ever edible story was I think worse than the first one. So this was, I think, one of the last semesters before COVID. Yes, this might have been the actual last semester before COVID hit and destroyed online learning. Well, destroyed learning on its whole, and us transitioning to online learning. Um, I remember this story really vividly. It was the last day of examinations, and the guy who was selling the edibles at the time, he had a deal for people because it was the last day, right? So that day, I ate an edible. I think I ate the whole thing. I think I ate half. I don't think I ate the whole thing. I ate half, and I think I gave the next half to my partner or whatever. I can't remember. And we left. So I remember everybody was like, "Yeah, the last day was the worst that could happen, right?" All there. What's the worst that could happen? Let's tell the story. So I remember asking, like, before I took the edible, Ayo, who is my best friend, he he told me, well, he'll drop me home. So I was like, I bet what's the worst that could happen? I'm not driving, I'm not traveling, so why not, right? Cool. So Ayo decided he'll drop a few of us home. And when on his way to dropping us home, we stopped for some KFC. At that time, we stopped. I don't know, the central people may have a fair understanding, but we stopped at Monroe Road KFC. So we stopped there and we exit. And I was telling the fellas, well, I'm not getting out of the car because I high up my mind right now and I don't want to get out. And they was like, no, you gotta get out. Ting. I was like, no, please, I'm begging them. I'm begging this thing. So I got out and I entered KFC. Well, the first thing I saw when I entered KFC was a family friend of ours who I think was maybe around 16 at the time, pregnant. So I already thought the hallucinations began. I already thought I was hallucinating. So I was watching her, I was just like, huh? It's like, nah, that can't be her. That can't be her, nah. So she come and talk to me and everything and how, you know, how all it going and how the family. I was like, oh, this real? Oh, I can't even remember what I said or whatever. Just remember she going on whatever and so. And then I went to sit down. Everybody ordering a KFC. I tell them I don't want no KFC. I just want to sit down. Everybody here watch Naruto. Anybody here didn't watch Naruto before? Okay, so Naruto has a unique power. He can make clones of himself, right? He can make clones of himself. He can clone himself and control his clones. Well, when I was high, I was Naruto. I had clones of myself. Yeah. But here's the even more interesting thing. We were all having a conversation with each other, like the clones, right? We were talking to each other, and but there's a weird part. One was in the past, one was in the present, and one was in the future, and was all controlling all of them simultaneously. So 1 minute I'm clone one, and next minute I'm clone three. But I don't know what timing we reach because clone three ahead and clone one in the past. So I've seen it before it happened. There's more, there's more. Just hold on, bear with me. There is more. Bear with me. There's more. Question: if you Savin, what is that question? Savin, let me tell my story. We will get into that, Savin. So at that point, I tell myself, okay, well, GG's, I done so. From the time I realized there's clones of me, it's over. Right? So I just put my head down, I lie down, and I just yeah. Yeah, that was it. And eventually they get a KFC and we left and we went home. I remember I sleeping, like I trying to sleep because I trying to get the high out my sister and whatever. And when we got home, they left me and said, make sure if all right, Olive, always make sure, especially fellas, when it comes to their female friends, I don't even mean this in a romantic way or nothing like that. Make sure you put the people is in their house safely. Always make sure. Right? They waited. They waited till I got inside, till I closed the door, everything. So one of the very first things I did when I got home, I wanted to drink some water. So I got a water bottle like this, and I went to my room and I was drinking some water and I was lying down because I just want to catch myself, right? I don't think I even bathed because I was afraid of bathing, honestly. I afraid I just drown myself or something. And I drinking some more, and I was about to drink the water. The cork went down my throat. Afraid of bathing, right? So the cork went down my throat. And I was choking. And I couldn't get it out my throat. And I was choking so much, I was crying and going crazy and stuff. And I remember just being on the floor and I just laid down there and that was it. I blacked out. I thought I was dead. And all I remember telling myself is that I can't believe I died to a cork. I tell myself I can't believe I lost to a cork. I couldn't believe that was my end. I died to a cork. You know, when you're playing video games and you see the result of why people die. J1 died to a cork. That's I couldn't believe that was game over. And I remember asking God, I tell God, I say, listen, if I live this, I will never do edibles ever again. And I got up the next morning. Up to this day, I actually don't know if I actually swallowed the cork or not. I really can't tell or if I was just hallucinating the entire thing. I don't know. But I could tell you one thing. I have never done an edible since that. And that is the 2 times I did edibles. Yeah. Hope you all enjoy those stories. I hope you guys enjoy those stories because I didn't enjoy it. Yeah, Alexander Cairo, welcome to the stream. I'm not sure. How did you find my stream, by the way? Are you from Trinidad? Yeah, like honestly, I never did edible ever since that day. I never did edible. And I was just like, it's some people that tell me like it have ones that won't be so strong. I never did. Never cared to, never did. Excuse me. I don't know, my nose feeling so clogged right now. But Arima. Oh, okay, welcome. Thanks for being here. We are also live on Twitch if you wanna. I know sometimes people just go on YouTube to escape the Twitch ads. Appreciate you for being here nonetheless. But I tend to view Twitch chat first and foremost. And also it's be a big support to me when I watch my ads. And I make some money, you know. So but yeah, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. And again, everybody, I know Ali is also a first time watching here, and anybody else who are first time watchers, thank you for being here. I didn't really get to talk too much about my streaming and all these different things. I hope you all have enjoyed the stream so far. I've been streaming for quite some time now, maybe 4 years now. I don't know. I feel like it's been a while now. Maybe about 4 years now. And this is my safe space. I love to stream. I love to be vulnerable. I love to share. I try to be as authentic as possible. I try to be myself as possible. It's very difficult to hide who you are as a streamer. And that's why I would tell people, if you're living a fake life, you can't stream. You can't stream. Because your viewers are going to see right through the smoke screen. Right through it. So whoever you are, be exactly who you are on stream. You understand? Be yourself. And find ways to enjoy it, because I think a lot of times with streaming, we look at numbers. I don't ever look at my viewers. I don't ever think about my viewers, because sometimes I might look at chat here. I might say, well, okay, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 people might be watching, and there might be 20 people here. I don't know. And sometimes it can be discouraging when you don't feel like people are engaging or watching you, or whatever the case might be. But that's why I always say, go back to why you are doing this in the first place. And as I always say, streaming is a big love of mine, and I hope that people can watch the stream and feel safe. I hope my community also reflects that. Shawnee could be a little rough sometimes, but she's a very nice person. I hope you guys feel safe in my community. Be who you are. Just not try not to be an asshole. That's my biggest thing. I don't really like. I'm not a fan of those things, you know. It's meant to be a safe space. I love the opportunity to share. And when you all can share your stories, you know, if you guys want to talk about certain things, I yap about any and everything. Some things I don't yap about, but almost any and everything I would yap about, and once I could, yeah. So yeah, I can't believe we've been live for almost 2 hours now. Kind of crazy if you ask me, right? And I have enjoyed every minute of it. You guys are so amazing, and I'm so thankful to you all being a part of this community. I hope you all like the latest skit with me and Shazid as well. We are dropping some more skits, so you all look out for that as well. The support goes a long way for us. We be watching. We really do be watching. So thank you for the support you guys give me and the love always show me and the community that we have built. And I hope to continue building this community and expanding it in much larger lengths, and being able to do different things with you guys. As I told you all, we'll be at Senpai City on the 22nd of August, of course. I will be there, Shazid will be there. We'll be doing some content, so feel free to say hi. As I always tell people, if I have not met you before, please introduce yourself. I am not going to remember who you are just like that. It does help, so I don't have to like be like, oh hey, what is in? Long time no see, boy. And in reality, I have no idea who you are. No idea who you are. Right? As always, my Instagram DMs are always open. If you ever want somebody to talk to, you're going through something, streaming is much bigger than me just sharing and being vulnerable. It's also for me to connect with you guys. One of the reasons why I would feel like people come to my stream, even though I stream like once in a blue moon, is because I stay connected off of stream. So if you ever feel like you want to talk to me, ever want to reach out, my Instagram is open. Discord is a bit slower in terms of replies, but you could always reach out to me on Discord as well. But Instagram is my main place. If you have any ideas, any things you want to collaborate on, also feel free to message me. We could talk, we could chat, and I hope you guys continue to be hope in this world. We need more people to be spreading and giving hope. I think we lack hope. I think we lack Spider-Man everywhere. I think all of us should be being like aiming to spread hope towards every other person. You know, it's hard, but just continue doing that, right? I hope as the week continues that you'll remember your dreams, remember the things that you want to do, and just remember that you never know where you might be in a year from now, and where 30 minutes of consistency might lead you towards. 30 minutes in that one little dream every day could take you so far. So that's my little encouragement for the week. I hope you all have a blessed remainder of all the week. Take it easy on work. It will be worth it. Don't let work marshal you up. Yeah. Thank you guys for being a part of the stream. It was real nice. It's beautiful. Until next time. I don't know when that might be. Watch out on Instagram, and I'll message on Instagram and tell all them when that might be. Good night. Big up. Boop 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 boop. Have a good weekend. Week.